Well, hello everybody. Good afternoon. I hope you like that new intro. It's definitely something that I was happy to create. And and I want to get into the commentary tonight, on this good old Friday evening. So I hope y'all day has gone well. I'm not going to keep y'all long. It's going to be quite quick. Um just certain things I've seen throughout today and yesterday within all of the beef, all of the blackness, those sectors. So, and I also will be dropping the StreamYard. What's going on, Red Star? Thank you for joining me, baby. And, we'll just get into a couple of things that I have witnessed. So, as you can see from what my title displays, when it all goes left real quick. So there have been a lot of alliances that have been crossed, and it seems that people right now are not getting along. Now, I was just over in Intrinsic's live, and it happened in a amount of hours that her and VS whole alliance pretty much crumbled. Now, I wasn't really able to catch a whole lot of what may have happened, but there was a lot of people that had things to say about the situation, and I did see another deterioration of, I'm not sure if it was a friendship, but Intrinsic did have a certain issue with Benzone. I think it's Benzone. And that seemed to have happened as well. So people are saying that this was a setup from VS, that VS pretty much had Trent on the chopping block. And this is what happens when you don't do things at the point of what VS wants. When you don't give her what she wants, she may hit you with a vengeance. And right now, Trent is I think really trying to pick up the pieces of things that have been spreaded out about her talking about others. And from what I saw of what Ben said, Ben's really wasn't too comfortable with being discussed, through conversations with others. It was talk of someone being called ugly, and Ben's really took that to heart. You know, because when I was listening to the commentary, it sounds like she was saying that she didn't care, but it sounded that way, but her actions definitely did not match up, because it seemed like she cared a whole lot of what others may have been saying about her, in DMs and private conversations. Taking a sip of water. So yeah, that happened and is still going on as we speak. Trent is, trying to see about this whole membership situation as well. Um, she's trying to keep her memberships together, trying to keep all of that attached. I would think it's you just don't know what to think when somebody puts a threat out like that. That's why I said that earlier. When somebody puts a threat out and say that 90% of your memberships are my people and they can be snatched away at any time. When somebody says something like that, mm, you really have to do the background of where did I go wrong by meeting with this individual, because I got to do what the best for me, and I got to get out of here because this person seems to want control over my platform. And I feel, and I'm not, this is just my opinion. I feel that Intrinsic saw that. And that's why DMs became ignored, because I feel that Trin wanted to find her way out. And hopefully, and I don't think so. I think Trin has built a solid foundation of genuine people. Therefore, she will be able to continue with her platform. But I think she was trying to get out of there, because it's only but so much that a person can take in the form of someone trying to dominate your platform and just trying to control a lot. Now, we all know, it seems that VS definitely wants to cause some type of damage to Trend, but I think she'll still be able to survive all of this that has been said, and things that people are trying to expose on her. She got it. I'm quite sure she does. So keep it going, Trend. I know I will be getting a membership soon. Right now, how does Bizarro say it? It's looking like a broke bitch over here. After rent and things of that nature. This is June, everybody. We all know what happens in June. Property tax, yeah. So, Trent, I will be headed in Membership City next, you know, next month, the month of supposed freedom. So, yeah, that's what I really wanted y'all to know, that has been certain relationships in the form of VS and in intrinsic that have deteriorated. Trend put out a live earlier that was stating she had been denounced by VS. Now, I did not witness this denouncing, so I guess it was on VS's platform. I'm not quite sure where the denouncing took place at, but it happened because Trend did talk about it. There were a lot of questions asked. The Sassy Show came upon Intrinsic's panel to ask her certain questions. And one of them was on this Ben's person, and Ben's came on the panel and then she left and came back. She was highly upset. And you could just see the whole situation, going in the fire, going in the flames, their friendship, if it was anything of a friendship, just going downtown. It was a lot of talk, this talk about calling somebody ugly, and then it was talk about you wanted to buy me lunch. You was trying to buy me lunch. It kind of was given that you wanted me, but then, both were stating, I didn't want you. Trent said, I ain't want you. Ben said, I didn't want you. So who wanted who? But it was a lot of that going on over there. The the warning was not warning, okay, in those forms. But yeah, so that happened, and right now I still, feel as Trend to, have her platform intact. She has people that are here for her. Also, I wanted to make known that sometimes the people that you think don't see it for you during a time where someone that you may have trusted with secrets or that may have helped you in you creating your platform to a broader audience, just not Black sector, but to the B sector. Sometimes they may be there for you, because I did see, this is for the second time in a row that Trend and Tracy are live at the same time. Tracy has on her title, I have not been over there, so I'm just going by the titles. She said that why she is apologizing to Intrinsic. So, that may be in Intrinsic's favor, that live. So, sometimes, even when people that you felt didn't like you, that you may have came at, they may be there to try to help you up when they see what has happened to you, when they have put out, because Tracy had just put something out earlier that was kind of like a I told you so community board post. But, she seemed to have channel in on a lighter spirit of saying, you know what, it was kind of wrong, for this girl, she got kicked out, like kind of disowned, since we're talking about denouncing, and something in Tracy must have said, you know what, let me give her a little bit of good grace as she moves forward with her platform. But Justin, this is just my slight opinion of it all. I feel that Trend knew it was time to go. And, it's definitely a lot of things that have not been discussed yet. But I think that, being that it was so many days of not speaking, and, DMs are being thrown out. But I do understand that we can't always hit up other forms of, communication when it comes to the internet, these apps and things, sometimes we're not always on like Instagram or, WhatsApp app. We just aren't there. Sometimes we aren't social media motivated to maybe conversate on those apps. We want to have a break from those at times, YouTube as well. You got to have that time, just to find yourself. So, that's also still up in the air. But, my main opinion on it is I feel that Trend kind of felt, okay, you know what? This lady she's a little bit too possessive. And, she has helped me, but she wants a lot in return. And, I feel that last comment was a bit much, when you put out something where, you can say you can take it all. It's one of those things. Like it's like a Cinderella moment. Like you can just take it all from somebody, take all the magic and leave them with a rotten pumpkin dusting somebody's shoes. So yeah, that's what happened with that situation. Please be sure to, drop down. Let me know what you feel about it. Um Also, so I do want to bring talk about what happened. I was watching YouTube cameras live show. Now YouTube cameras, I remember when, she was just doing uh you know content creators, whatever they were discussing, she was trying to, what's it called, like a little mashup. She had a little, it's kind of like mashups and stuff like that of what's going on in the beef sector. And now she has become a full-fledged content creator. So kudos to you, YouTube cameras. She is a beautiful woman. And I really like how logically she speaks. She is very um in the mode of what a content creator in the beef sector should be about. She really doesn't cut any corners from what I have seen. She says it like it is, and she leaves it and she moves forward. That's what it's about. I feel being a B sector content creator, especially in the commentating type of vibe. Yes, thank you, my rare star baby. So yeah, so YouTube cameras, she had a little situation with Intrinsic that led to YouTube cameras going live and speaking about the situation, which I thought was great. I said, look at that. Um, More content, the merrier. And Intrinsic always says that, this is we are very much sharing. We're sharing over here. So, that was awesome to hear. So, you know, YouTube cameras took it to her platform, and she talked about it, the whole situation of what happened, um, from Intrinsic talking about what she stated on her community board, and YouTube cameras also placed something upon her community board that she felt Trend, kind of had talked about. And YouTube cameras was just saying that, you know, she still very much cares for Intrinsic, and and her, what she gives as a form of commentary. She just felt that Trend maybe was taking things uh in the wrong way. Yeah, and she didn't want her to feel that, she was trying to come at her with shade. It was just the way she felt at the time. So she really didn't think that the whole simple-minded, that was what Trend's title was. It was about like her title was about it said simple-minded people. So YouTube cameras felt that it was directed towards her. And I can understand that because she was that comment that she put up was the first thing that Trent talked about. So of course, you're going to put the title with the commentary. So, she did go into that, and she just wanted to know more about that situation on, what, like, Trent, are you putting both together, or because she didn't really feel that Trent talked about any other people that she felt may have stepped out on her, or made her feel the way that she did, because Trent was saying that she felt that people were not only trying to kind of mess up the situation that her and VS has, but they also were trying to prey on her downfall. And YouTube cameras wanted to make it known that she was not one of those people, that she saw it for intrinsic, and she just wanted that anger that she felt was aimed at her. She wanted to know where it came from, and she felt that it was misplaced. So after she talked about that situation, her commentary, I felt like she gave very solid commentary, very direct. Um, and I think those were her genuine feelings. This is YouTube cameras. So after that, we get Miss Paulette upon YouTube cameras panel. Now, Miss Paulette, she was very like she usually Miss Paulette, like I listen to her, but it's like she's never able to like have her own feel on the panel, because I'm always just hearing her, answer questions or kind of catch somebody up. But this time I got the Miss Paulette that seems, like I felt the engagement, from just listening. And she was it really it showed that Miss Paulette has been around YouTube for quite a while. She was bringing up a lot of things. Now, please quote me if I'm wrong, because I didn't catch this part, but is Paulette and Tracy seeing eye to eye right now? Let me know that, y'all, because I didn't know if Miss Paulette was talking about Tracy yesterday or Presario. I was like, okay, I got lost, because she was saying, yeah, Tracy, I've been having to fight battles, but I gotta fight the people that Tracy fight. And she was giving that I'm sick and tired type of vibe. Like, I had to fight these people all because of Tracy. But then she was throwing Prezario's name out there too. So I was like, are you saying you had to fight the people for Presario, or was it because of Tracy? But I don't know. I just caught a vibe that I felt like she was mad at Tracy. Like, you made me have to fight these people. But let me know if I'm wrong, okay? But yeah, so Miss Paulette started to talk about the situation that she had with Ken Nola News. Now, for the most part, ever since Ken and Tracy fell out, we know that Miss Paulette and Ken have had words as well. And Miss Paulette, she was saying a lot. She said a lot about the situation. And I'm gonna tell you now, YouTube cameras, she was definitely keeping it very non-biased. From what she just was listening. But what has happened so far, this is another how it goes left really quick. So YouTube cameras and Ken are not seeing eye to eye right now. We know that. Ken has made some lives. I have not been able to see them because he has put them on members only. These folks are not playing. Is this the month to get you your memberships? Because there's a lot of memberships going on over here, and people are saying you're gonna buy this membership if you want to see my commentary. So Ken has put 2 videos out about YouTube cameras. I think she did one so far. Yeah, I think she did one video on Ken. But I'm seeing community posts. I'm seeing, yeah, 2 videos so far, I think. But I saw all of that deterioration. So that wasn't the only alliance, friendship deterioration. So also I saw Rico the Brat and Kendall News has, I think Rico got a live set up to go at Ken. So yeah, all just from that live, Ken is no longer cool with YouTube cameras or Rico the Brat. And I watched it up until Octavius, YouTube cameras, and Rico and Miss Paulette was on the panel. Now I know it was certain talk, about sexuality and all of that. And I guess that's the reason that Ken and Rico are not getting along. YouTube cameras, I didn't really see a lot of it when all 4 of them were on the panel. Oh, you think so, Red Star? Oh, I don't know. Me and Rico the Brat, we are actually in a good space right now. So yeah, I just wanted to bring this commentary y'all way. But yes, and I saw Ken has put a community post out about Rico. So yeah, that's pretty much done and over for right now. We do know for people, to that people break up then come back together. But yeah, right now they are on the outs. Yeah, yeah, I think Rico is cool. He I think that even when he does fall out with someone, I think, if y'all can meet each other at a balance, I think, he will um, for the most part, y'all can work it out. So I don't know. I will have to go back and just watch the entire video. But I watched a lot of what was said with Paulette and YouTube cameras, and I know Paulette had heavy commentary for Kendall News. She did, but I feel though that if Kim really listened to everything that YouTube cameras has said, she was from what she was taking up for him. She was not directing any moves towards his sexuality, and she was really saying that he was in a better space, she felt, than what he may have been um on certain commentary that he has made in the past. But Ken just seemed to not like what was said about him on the panel, and he took it to his platform. And I guess he already did not care for Octavius, and he didn't care for Paulette. But it seems that now he has done away with all 4 panelists from last night. So YouTube cameras made a notion on her live where she had a response video for Kiki, and she just said that she felt that he was doing it for content, and he that's what Ken stated about her too. So it was like both of them were throwing that out at each other, like, you did this for content. And YouTube camera said, no, you did this for content. I'm not buying it. And through it all, you know, before I think Ken made the other live, he just had made another live. I felt that YouTube cameras, still like Ken, like she wasn't you know, really trying to go at him too hard. But, I think that it really got out of hand when Kim made that last video, where he addressed her and he seemed like he was more, hardcore and firm on, being angry at her. So, now I think, she's in that mode of where I'm not gonna, sit here and take any type of abuse, so I'm gonna fight you back too, or we just gonna just say F each other. So that's where they're at. I think Rico the Brett's live is coming up. So yeah, y'all see all these alliances that are no longer alliancing. Okay. What else? And support. The supporters are no longer supporting. Yeah, so that's what happened. That's a lot of what I saw. It is one more thing that I would like to touch on. So, as y'all know, I have been watching since the last time I was on a panel. There has been a lot of advice and changes that I have taken in, and it has really helped me. I tell you, it's been a movement. Yes, it has, in a great direction. And I've heard what people said, and I've taken it, especially in the form of saying, "Thou shall ignore." I've heard it, and now I know how to utilize it. But there is certain things that I feel you may have to address. So, and this is just not for me. This is sites that I have seen. So, I saw a video earlier that Rico Reports did where he stated that he gave someone a destination and he is ready to fight, fight, fight. That's what he's ready to engage in. So, Pastor J gave me some, I'll call it tough love. He gave me some tough love. And I understood what he was saying. I understood fully what Tradriel Lane was saying to me. And that really, really helped me. But, I took the better route when Pastor J gave me the quote unquote tough love. And I took what he said and I said, okay, I'm going to use his advice too. Now, Rico, not so much. Rico, right now, I think he is, if not live now, he's about to be live. And he's about to, I'm quite sure, give Pastor J a piece of his mind. Now, Pastor J has stated that Rico don't need to be trying to fight nobody. And, he brought up his living situation. And he feels that after all that has been displayed upon on Rico by a certain individual that seems to really love to talk about Rico, Pastor J seems to think that he knows best about how Rico should handle the situation. Now, when an adult is in that moment that they are ready to take the words literally to the streets with blows of violence, there really may not be too much that you can say to change their opinion, especially when you are trying to give them, quote unquote, tough love, when they are feeling that there's no more words that can be said, that it's time to unleash the dragon on an individual. There's no more talk that needs to be had. But Pastor J seemed to have wanted to give Rico that amount of tough love that he had gave me. So y'all take what you think about the situation, and I guess we're just gonna have to see where it all leads. Honest Road, can you turn off mentions in your YouTube settings so if the haters try to at you, you will not get any notifications about it? So they will be just wasting their time. That's right, Red Star. Exactly, baby. Yes, I turn my mentions off, but sometimes they still will pop up. I don't go to my mentions. I don't even go to the mentions, but they still come up. Yeah. You know, that's why you just have to that's why I took a lot of that advice. You know, it that the advice helped me. Um and I'm gonna say this too, since I can just let it out. So, people have told me about how they feel, I'm handling certain situations. People, they have said that I have been um weak, as they call it. But, I'm gonna just say this. I don't see what nobody else is doing, you know? Like what are they doing? You're doing the same thing I'm doing. You ain't did nothing different. I mean, you ain't did nothing different. Uh-uh. So when it comes to that situation, I know what to do now. Hopefully you do too. And that's kind of directed at Rico, because Rico, he seems to think that, I'm weak, but you haven't done anything different from what I've done, so far. And it's certain information as well that Rico doesn't even know, it seems, and I'm like, you should know that if I know the information, then you should know it about that individual. That you're missing that part of the information, but let it be what it's going to be. We know where you want to be at with it now. We know where you want to be with it now. You want to be on the physical battlefield with it, and I'm not going to go against you on that whatsoever. if that's where you want to meet that person. But that also may be a huge waste of your time, and I'm quite sure it's going to be. So I guess that's it. I wanted to get that out though. Like nobody's done anything different. Uh-uh. They come up here and they talk their crap. Certain people that have said, yeah, you are not going to, how they say it, honest roll me. Well, none of you have done anything to make me say, oh, well, look at what they've done. I should have took that in. I can use that. They are so right because you are definitely looking like we're all sitting on the same boat. Yeah, all of us are sitting right here on the same boat. Okay, but the only thing is, I've gotten off that boat because guess what? Y'all are sitting on the boat of still being mad about it. Yeah, I'm no longer mad about it. No, I'm sitting on the boat that I need to be on. Traveling to Uprising, my platform, saying what I gotta say, and moving to the next. So I greatly appreciate you all for joining me today. I hope everybody got in what I said today. Okay, sink it all in because I'm gonna say it and I'm gonna move right on to what is next very proudly. So get something out of it. I hope you did. Um, Let me know what you think. I'm about to get back on the streets and see what was said in a lot of these people's lives. What alliances do y'all think will reunite? Or do you think that some of them may be even more down in the dumps as we go on about the weekend? We'll see. This has been fun, everybody. I love being a B sector commentator. Yes, Tatiana, bust it down. When is she gonna be giving us some of her tea? I hope she'll be back soon. My girl Tatiana. So yeah, y'all, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I don't have any outro music yet. But please, as y'all come in, please hit the like button. I probably should have said that a little earlier. I greatly appreciate my replay gang as well. Y'all be safe this weekend. I know it may be certain cookouts going on, fireworks, and we all know the shotties, okay, shotters are gonna be out here too. They're gonna be shooting. So, make sure y'all stay heavily guarded. And thank you, my baby Red Star, for coming in. So yes, I'll be talking with you soon. Thank you, and we'll be catching what's going on the YouTube streets. All right, I'll be keeping y'all up to date. Bye, everyone. Honest Row, signing out. Enjoy your evening.